I don't know where to begin, but so I'm gonna tell. I will tell my story as colonization in reverse, the decriminalization of Marvin Myers. I'm coming from court, and I've not eaten anything from morning. Water goes into my mouth because I brush my teeth. And if I did not, if I was not raised to believe in a God that is causing me to suffer, this God that is causing me to suffer from the time my father was stricken with Parkinson's. So, this God that has caused my suffering from the time my father was stricken with Parkinson's. This is the same God that has me suffering coming up to my 66th birthday, and I can't see an end in sight. This is the God that has allowed my family to abandon me, and I'm sat in court today, and I hear Barbara McCoy talking about whatever. This is the God that can allow Debbie Gilchrist to have her mother in court. So her mother was in court on the 7th, and her mother was back in court today. On the 7th, Mr. Badalu asked somebody to attend court with me. Johnny Mitchell. This time, I was on my own. And I asked this God who is supposed to love me, why I am suffering. And if I wasn't raised the way I was raised and looking for an afterlife, I would not take any more of the suffering, but I will have to take the suffering. As I see myself being diminished, that I don't even know who I am anymore. If I allow them, because once again, I'm hearing that I'm not a credible witness. So Debbie Gilchrist and Barbara McCoy are the credible witness. So that says I am not a credible witness. So once again, in a court of law, despite my evidence, I've been made out to be somebody who I know I am not. Yesterday, I am here. I heard talking, so I avoid this time now to whatever. I heard talking up there. They know what they're doing. I heard the talking, and when the person is going home, because they do these things to trigger me, yes, because they know I'm going to react. So if I hear talking, and because based on what has happened, and they say nobody don't kick my door, nobody don't this, nobody don't that, nobody don't the other, I stayed at my window because it was the BT engineer who says anybody who is kicking your door has to be captured on the camera out there. So yesterday I stood at my window and I said yes. I didn't even I didn't even know Barbara McCoy don't live in here anymore. I didn't know. But I saw her. Yeah. She have on her London ambulance service ambulance. So when I heard you talking, she was there for a little while. Don't know how long, I wasn't even tuning in. But when they escalate the noise to trigger me, yeah, and I know it's definitely to trigger me, but yet I'm the one who gets used. I stood at the window and I record her leaving from here going to next door. And I said, I don't know what they planning. They plan. Didn't know she don't live in here any longer. I said, I don't know what their plans are because that's all I am defending myself. But I know something was being hatched. I got up this morning early and do what I need to do and order the cab because on the 7th I got disorientated and I got lost. So I said, you know what? Trying to save a few pennies. The money is already gone. Let me get the cab and get there. Yeah. I'm in here. I hear my bell ring. So I usually I just don't go to the window, the door when the bell is rung. I'm having a headache. I look here and I saw the postman or the royal mail delivery. And I'm wondering why somebody is sending me a newsletter and has to send it in this. From I came home and I saw it in the passage and I just guessed that it's a newsletter. But I'm thinking, a newsletter. Why is somebody sending me a newsletter? Now I put my glass down and I don't know what it is. Yeah, I hear the buzzer went. I look through the window because I'm in here getting ready and I tap and I said, I'm coming. As per usual, which I do, even look at the video of the gate when I'm explaining to the man why I do what I do. I went out, I said to the man, I am recording for safeguarding. Yes. So I didn't just go put video in his face as they are saying. I wish God would just take me, let me die, and stop the suffering. I explained to the man, I said, I'm sorry, I'm recording for safeguarding. That's as per usual. They don't like. So he said he's taking a picture of me too, which I have no problem with. Yeah. So of course, he don't want me to record him, although I record. So he started. So of course I'm gonna respond. By the time, same like when the bundle came, and I'm in here, I'm explaining to the man because bundle was supposed to have come, and it's the day after court, the day at court, and at court they were acting as if I had received the bundle. That's how I'm treated, and I was lying. So they gave me the bundle that the man had come. I was sat on the floor. I got to court, and the man came over. He didn't ask me how I am. He wanted to know if I received the bundle. I said no. He said he has a spare one if I want to take it. I said it makes no sense me taking it now. In court, this is a beach. I'm saying if something was whatever, she would give me an hour to go look through a bundle of nearly 900 pages. She luckily offered me alternative, so I took the adjournment. Same like how Tony is over there and coming at his door to tell me to take the bundle. What does it have to do with him? It's the same thing this morning. So the man become offensive, so I'm saying whatever. She came out of her door the same way when Trevor came here and assaulted me. She had something to say to the police because it's my fault why Trevor assaulted me. And when I hear them saying all this thing, how Trevor come to the door and what I did, they take out whatever. Yes, I swear. And that's not a problem. It's part of my therapy mechanism. So I don't do what my brother done. I've explained and outweighed everything. Yeah? So then I realized, I said, you know what? I called the man stupid because he was acting stupid. And that is used against me for defending myself. It's not as if I don't explain. When I call numbers, they tell you you're being recorded for training and purpose. So if I feel a need to have something on record that I'm receiving this, my mind tell me it was this, but I wasn't sure. Yeah? Because I said they did not believe that I did not get the bundle. Yeah? They did not believe I did not get the bundle. Yeah? Yeah? So this is what came. I don't see the need for send this in a thingy for somebody to come here to come disrespect me. Yeah, this is it. Dear Mrs. Myers, please find enclosed copies of this month's newsletter. Thank you for being an inspiration and a reminder of why unity matters. It is POP, whatever, power of people that will improve the broken justice system that enables oppression. Lastly, we look forward to reading your next book. Okay. I'm not saying this in a negative light. People, oh, so it's two copies. I'm not saying this in a negative light. I'm saying it. Unity. It is, they actually, whoever this came from, actually contacted me through my book. They're looking forward to read my next book. But where will I be for them to read my next book? Yeah? They know where I'm at with eviction and imprisonment if I'm not careful. Yeah? They want me to appear on their next thing to discuss chapter 5 of my book. I was given some training to how to do whatever. I haven't had time to go back. Somebody said they would be at court with me on the 7th. Nobody turned up. What does this do for me? It's just another catalog in whatever is happening. I've reached out to everybody that I know. I said, please, can you help me? Why was I sat alone in court today? If there is this unity and looking forward to reading my next book. Why? So I continue. By the time I'm speaking, I explained to the man why I was doing what I'm doing. I'm not stupid. So by the way he was reacting, I'm not supposed to do whatever and whatever. Same like how the first one, the one who come to deliver the bundle. And Tony is next door. And she now is on her, she's opened her door. It's nothing to do with her. Because I'd gone out earlier on in my back garden and front garden because I need to put whatever is there. So I sung a song and I did whatever I did. When I look up at her window, if I'm in here and things, they will kick my door, so I'm capturing who is out there. It's a problem, and they call police. When I'm in my garden, they come and they record me. And I say, why are you recording me? They want it for their defense. So this morning, I dress up and I feel good. At least I can leave the house. I have court to go. I'm going to present myself in the best manner. I packed my case with my things, hoping they would take some of that into consideration. By the time I'm outside, so they can't say I was singing, I was shouting and screaming. I'm recording where I'm at because I was hopeful that somebody would understand. Yeah? Somebody would understand. So I'm out there singing. One of the songs I sing was my mother's signature tune. I wasn't shouting. No man singing. When I look up, is Miss Gilchrist up at her window recording me? This time I didn't say anything. I carried on with my recording. Yes? I carried on with my recording, people. And I come in here, then I went into the garden and I done the same and talk about the window that is a death trap. A death trap has been set up out there with the window black sellotape. So I've been talking about it. Yeah? Because even housing for women is supposed to come because once I reported the situation, they wanted to come the same day, but I had my things. So they were said they were supposed to come here, but whole day. Anyway, I'm going in stages. I'm having a headache. I haven't eaten anything for morning and I don't know when I will eat. Yeah? So postman come to me. It's not you. So why do you have to open your door like Tony opened his door from across there to tell me to take the parcel? Now she's gonna whatever. Yeah? Open her door, causing a commotion. What is this to do? Trigger me. So of course I'm gonna respond. And Miss Gilchrist is in court telling the judge that whatever happened this morning, but she's not saying they triggered me. I was acting, I wasn't screaming, I was singing the way I do my thing. Down this side is pain, go down to my ankle where I have the pain. So on this side, I'm having a headache. Yes. And she was in court telling the judge about what I do. I scream at people who come to the door. But that's a different situation. Yeah? This is a different situation. Yeah? I'm trying to tell my story. When I sat in court and hear Mark Lake, I've never met Mark Lake. I've never seen a Mark Lake name mentioned in any correspondence I've gotten. I remember names for some reason. So like those from courts, I know name from court because I've been through the court system. I'm having a headache. There's nothing I can do until whatever is happening. So whatever is happening, let it happen. I've never known of a Mark Lake. I've never seen his name on whatever. Or whatever. Now my finger, not even my finger no longer opens this. This I don't match. So I don't know if it's because I put on weight or what. I don't know. Yeah? So they are there. Mark Lake started working with housing for women in June 2024, not even a year yet. And I've lived in housing for women premises 23 years. June it will be 24 years. And they are the ones who have things and said things against me, what I do from what I don't do. Who was looking after my husband? When I hear Barbara McCoy talking about family and Trevor trying to help me and what I did to Trevor, but yet they're not telling me, they're not saying, Miss Gilchrist coerced Trevor to say I'm abusing the father. And the day when Trevor assaulted me after his father 100 and whatever, she was out there giving telling police things. Yeah? And even the paramedics that come, they made wrong report. After my husband's birthday, I couldn't take whatever. I called Trevor the first time. I called Trevor and I said, Trevor, I need help. In the end, Trevor didn't give me the help. I eventually had to call the ambulance. Trevor came here in the evening. I was so tired and distraught. A day after his father's birthday. I went in there, yeah, because Tom had banned Trevor from coming here. Tom had banned Trevor, his own son, from coming here after I came here and do certain behavior. But the day of his birthday, he came and I didn't turn him away. And the next day after his birthday, I was struggling with my husband. Some of the videos I put out there where he's saying he wants to go home, he's crying or whatever. I'm trying my best. And Trevor came in here. The day after my husband's birthday, I'm distraught with all that's what's happening. And Trevor came in here. I went into the room. After Trevor locked his father, changed the lock on his father's house because I dedicate myself because I have this little tattoo and my husband have big property in Camberwell, 19 Wilson Road. I dedicate myself to say, you know what? My husband need the best. They were gonna help give me carers. So the carers would come in the day. So I was willing to give up whatever I need to give up to go to my husband's place. I've never lived there. I can't remember if I spent a night in my husband's place. I don't remember. I was willing to give up for to go there because Tom said that was his comeback, and I was willing. And when we made the arrangement that guys and St. Thomas's, people are saying whatever. It reached the point where they couldn't do anything more for my husband. So the decision was made. Go home to die. And I was willing to make the sacrifice with the help that they were providing. When Trevor changed the lock, it was the hospital people who came back and they helped me. So they get a smaller bed. I had to take out my bed. The bed I'm on there, it's a disgrace. The bed I am on is cut up with blocks. My good bed that I had. I put it out. I put things from sofa and things out to get my husband here. And Trevor came in here after my husband 100th birthday and assaulted me. And Miss Gilchrist was there and the police. All the police is interested in all what happened. They're not asking for me to take out charge against Trevor. Trevor works in the prison. I didn't want that to affect Trevor's ability. I didn't want that on Trevor's record. So the assault he assaulted me didn't harm me in any way. It was more my pride that on one day after my husband's birthday, and I'd call my stepson to say I need support, and he'd come here. How it happened? I was so tired after everything, the birthday and whatever happened. And he came in, I went into the room and I sat in the chair. He put his bag on the chair and I was lifting up the bag to put it on the floor so I could sit because honestly I am tired from the celebration yesterday. By the time, so obviously he's talking to his dad and he's watching me out of the corner of his eye. By the time I picked up the bag, Trevor swing round and grab the bag from me. And anybody who knows me, I didn't do anything physical. I don't do physical. But I recorded. And I hear in court now today, Barbara McCoy and Debbie Gilchrist and whatever, talking about families and it's me, everything. So then I'm gonna do Trevor now, and then I will have to do my own family because my own family has abandoned me to be in the situation that I am in. So I go down the road with Trevor since I'm dealing with Trevor. I would say I thought my relationship with Trevor was the best. Trevor accompanied me to court in Croydon. When I take out small claims court, Trevor accompanied me. I couldn't want for a better relationship. Graduation, Trevor is there. Trevor won soil, we had that relationship. Yes? I don't know when I noticed the change. I can't say for certain when I noticed the change. Or maybe looking back now. All right, so some of the things that Trevor did to me. Trevor came. You know what? I am gifted, but because of my chronic anxiety and stuff like that, I try to keep out the ways. Because even the judge was saying how I conduct myself today. I had nobody with me. Trevor came, not knowing, of course. Me, I'm naive. I'm too trusting. I am naive. I'm too trusting. Trevor came and Trevor said I should photocopy things. Go things and give. I did. Maybe it's laziness. I don't know. Lack of belief in myself. I don't know. Now I'm looking at it. But I know some of it is hinged on my disabilities, right? So I sometimes take the easy way out. And I'm thinking, I can't be bothered with the stress and the triggers. Okay. So I'll be having a Zoom at 7:30. But I just need to keep going or else, I don't know. My brain has to be working. So yes, I copied whatever Trevor asked me to copy and give him. That's a relationship I have with my son. I would never think that Trevor, would behave the way he's behaved towards me. Then Trevor came, bring paper, said power of attorney. Me, maybe again, I did not exert my authority because people were saying I should move into Tom's place. Even when they started the problem at the work, my husband said to me, look how you would make reference. Look how I tell you that you should come and live with me and you don't come. This wouldn't be happening. But even then, I still decided I have no rights. My thing is, after what I experienced with my first husband, I said, anywhere I'm going, I have to be responsible. In a sense, I think whatever Housing for Women is doing to me, if there is a God that I believe in, yeah, they're gonna let District Judge Beecham see whatever it is. But I don't trust. I don't trust them. And if I say I don't trust God sometime, I mean I don't trust God sometime. When Trevor bring the thing for power, but I am the first. I'm saying Tom sign it. Maybe as I said, it's lazy me and don't want the responsibility of doing whatever. Yes, because people are saying, and even Tom invited, you are a wife, you're entitled. But I'm not the person who feel I'm entitled. Anything I'm entitled to, it's what is mine, and I go forward. All right. I began to notice little things now. Trevor is asking me for money to borrow. I was gonna lend Trevor the money, but something happened, so I couldn't. That's all. When I tell you how much I've lost because of the generosity of my heart, and nobody's listening to me. Even today, mentioning about Mimi Owusu who scammed me £10,000 and whatever. They deliberately trying to make out that I'm this, that, blah, blah. Because, as my brother said, the cards are stacked against me and they will find everything. So now I mention her name. Here it is. Then she will call my phone, private number. And then she will call my house phone. And sometimes it's my number showing that I'm calling my phone. Yes? Is the court listening to any of this? No. This is the person who send police here, send social services here, send this here, said I was a da 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 da. And no, nobody's listening to me. All right, me and Trevor. After Trevor asked me for the money to borrow, I was gonna lend Trevor, but something crop up. And I don't know, remember what, because I couldn't lend Trevor the money. And as I said, even after that, I think we still have a relationship, blah, blah, blah. But then I don't know for certain when the change, I noticed the changes. I went to birthday party at a hall because I volunteer with this family. Now everybody has abandoned me. Yeah. But when they took away my job, no, the job wasn't taken. They sent me on medical suspension. So there's a journey. This journey. They sent me on medical suspension and although I quit. So I didn't just sit in here and Salimona or whatever. I looked things to do. So that online I found resources for autism. And I volunteer. I signed up, get the train, I volunteer. So that's how this family with two in there. I was responsible for Theodora. So they become like family. So I was invited to the birthday party. And I said it would be nice to have a birthday party here for my husband. So I started making plans. But I didn't make the plans by myself. I involved Miss Catherine, the person who planned her husband party, and I involved Trevor. I don't do anything by myself. We went and looked at the place. Trevor was taking photographs, sending it to his family. And I paid the down payment. Every time something there to meet the family to meet up with me, it never happened. And then Trevor told me that I should take back the money, the down payment. And we take his dad to a restaurant. And I had my mind. Anybody who knows me knows what I am about. I had my mind set on giving my husband one of the best 100th birthday party that there was. So every time the family is to meet up and do contact me, something went. In the end, it was Miss Catherine who rallied around some of her family and friends to help me. Or the party would be a flop. It was a flop. But at least there is something there that I tried. That was March. My brother came over because my brother is March. When was the last time I saw my brother? Did I see him after Mom? I can't remember. Because when I came back from Mom's funeral, I went back to Jamaica for Miss Connie's funeral. But I don't remember if my brother was in Jamaica 2018. That was the last time I was in Jamaica. My brother came, my brother said everything. My brother keep reminding me, even with the funeral, remember what they did. They came to the party, yes, but with the expectation that it did flop. But at least some total strangers turn up. It wasn't what I expected, but at least I am proud of what I did with my husband's money. And then that's when I realized fully. I realized fully because before that, family, my husband family from abroad, I am the one who is planning and doing all these things. So I don't know how I ended up being this violent nuisance. And Barbara McCoy is going to tell me in quotes, yes, I am violent verbally. And then you come back to Phil Gregory, but that's for another time. And I am a nuisance. So basically, she's saying I'm a violent nuisance then. Whatever terms the violence take, and that's how it was labeled from a 12-page witness statement of a person April, May, June, July. I'm trying to give you a picture of me and Trevor. I notice now, Trevor, Tom didn't sign the power of attorney. Honest to God, I didn't even read the power of attorney because I wasn't fucking interested. The less I have to do with certain things, it's better for me in my journey. I am encouraging, I said, Tom, sign it because for me, if somebody can take over responsibility to make my life easy, go ahead. And I thought I had a good relationship with Trevor. So I'm encouraging Tom, sign it. And Tom stick his head out. He ain't signing it. It was only later, after certain things happened, and Tom explained things to me because Tom did not, he's not a talker. Tom is not that type. Melzy was the one. Tom don't talk much. Tom is a private person. What you get out of Tom? How I get things out of Tom, when his brother in America died, Percy, it was my brother Irvin who went and represent us because we were planning to go to America for the funeral. But it didn't happen because of whatever. I asked my brother Irvin to go and represent us. Yeah? So I'll have to do Irvin's story as well. I'm talking Trevor. I noticed Trevor would come now with demands. He come in with his, he works at the prison. So he come in with his whatever, and he's making demands of his father. When I got involved with my husband, Trevor was not in the picture because Trevor didn't live at Wilson Road. Wherever he was with his wife or whatever, I don't know. I don't go into certain things. It's none of my business. But I was told the story by Mrs. Cleggan, the lady who introduced me to my husband, about Trevor and my husband. And then later on, my husband clarified. Yes? Because Miss Cleggan told me what she knew. And then after things was happening. So all right, this is Trevor. I don't know how I'm like I'm here, but I'm here. I began to notice these things that Trevor was doing to his father. So now I am on my guard because already by then they were talking that I was abusing my husband and I was doing whatever. Because of who I am and what I experienced, there were times my husband has a temper on him. Trevor was the one I talked to about the situation. That's how close Trevor and I were. That's why when I get another setback, it hits me hard. I remember one time Tom was arguing with me, and I opened my door And I put him outside and close my door till he cools down. I open my door and he comes back. There is nothing along that line I didn't discuss with my stepson because he knows his father and he's the only one can advise me. Tom has never ever. He gets frustrated and he cuts Ross. And that's why I'm trying to tell them at court that sometimes even I am here doing something and a bad word will come out of my mouth. Sometimes I use the word not in an offensive way. It's a sort of terror for me too. Knowing that my father beat me one time for swearing, and I'm explaining those things. And these experts who want to say I have psychosis. Yeah? Trevor totally changed. My husband used to, because as I said, my husband came here because I wasn't going. So the place was there. I'm trying to remember if my sister-in-law had lived there. I don't remember anyway. It's such a long time. Did my sister-in-law live at Tom's one? I can't remember. Anyway, so when Trevor came back into Tom's life, moved back there, so the place was there locked up for a long time. And even my husband was contemplating selling the property. Yeah? So Trevor came back. He was there. My husband would do everything. Leaseholder, he's a leaseholder. Is that how you call it? So the 3-story property belonged to my husband. He sold out 2 and leave 1. So he has a responsibility for doing certain things. My husband is a painter, decorator. He used to do the work himself. When Trevor came there now and he's going down, my husband used to pay Trevor to do the work that he used to do. Not my business. There are times the relationship I have with whatever. Tom family come here and they settle. I leave them on their own because they have things to discuss that doesn't concern me. Yeah? After I linked up with some from abroad and whatever, then one contacted me from Jamaica. She wanted some money. Tom send the money, and then after that, the woman is phoning me. And the gist of the conversation, I am supposed to be paying her rent and blah, blah, blah. Some of them is asking, did Tom leave anything for, and whatever. They all conned me. When I say all, just a few. Only person who hasn't conned me is Donald. And the young lady who came here, she's an honest girl. Whatever her reason for leaving and not telling me, but she's an honest girl. Peter Gay. I can vote for that. Honest girl. Young people are young people. They have their whatever. Yeah. But I didn't expect to just her to walk out the way she did and leave me below. That's what upset me. But I put on record, Peter Gay Tomlinson is an honest young lady. I notice certain behaviors now. And then from when the bell is to fix, Trevor is to fix the bell, Trevor go around and Trevor go around. But Trevor does things in his own time and he has a motive. As I said, I will start. We had the best relationship. When things started happening, I confide in Trevor, and me and Trevor agreed that certain things, don't let Dad know. Let us deal with it ourselves to keep Dad away from that. That's why when the police came here that day, and I picked up my mobile to call Trevor to alert him to what was happening, and I couldn't use my mobile. Those are the things that happened to me. Yeah? Trevor came the evening saying he's fixing the bell. By this time I meet me also. The next thing I know, my husband called. Believe me, people, I don't pride. I never pride in my husband affair. My husband and I never had a joint account until what Barclays done the second time. Yes, we have savings. And he would shift it from this bank to this bank to get the highest dividend. That's my husband. Very astute. But we never had a joint account for whatever. It was when Barclays and what Nationwide done to me. So whatever. Trevor started being domineering. I'll be up here, Trevor come here, and I'm up here and I hear my husband shouting and swearing, rascal, fucking. So whenever I hear those things, because as I said, I leave family alone. I write somewhere where I said, I can't tell him everything. It's in my book. So when they say, looking to read, but how are you supporting me so I can write another book? If I'm still here in eviction in the face because of lies, and I can be charged and I can be and all that, how are you supporting me? So if I'm up here, what do? I record. If I'm up here and I hear my husband shouting and swearing and whatever, I am going to go down there and I'm going to record, which I have some of them. And now I am hearing that whatever. So it go and go on the door. That's how my head works. Trevor come to fix the bell. Tom called me and he says to me, I must get the money he have. People, my husband used to have money in here. Sometimes it's when I am going to tidy up because I said I'm a hoarder. I will not throw this out unless I look in there to see that, okay, I can use this to do something. I will not throw it out. That's how my hoarding come in. Because this can be very important for something. I can use it in a story phase or something. Yeah? So that's how I am. As long as I'm up on my hoarding. So when Tom called me and he said to me, I must get the briefcase. Yes? And I will go back. I'll tell you more. I must get the briefcase. I get my husband briefcase. He said I must count out money. I count out money. I am not questioning nobody. It's him and his son. Who am I? By the way, he's not a natural son by Tom, but he's a Tomlinson. He is Tom's nephew's son. So he is Tomlinson by birth. But my husband adopted him because he didn't want him to suffer. Yes? But whatever Trevor, it seemed as if Trevor hated his father. When I was preparing for the 100th birthday, I intend writing a book for my husband. Something is written there. I asked Trevor to contribute, and at the last minute, Trevor didn't contribute and started saying some negative things about his father. So yes. How much did I count out for Trevor? 11,000. Trevor come in here and take the 11,000 pound. Where my husband having, I didn't know how much money. Believe me, people. If I say to you certain things, I don't make it be my business because that's going to put pressure on me. And if I don't know, it's better for me. It's not going to stress me or anything. I don't know. I think before that. So now, let me talk. Coming after my husband's 100th, but Santander started targeting. We went to, because it reached a stage now where, now Barbara said something in court, yeah? It reached a stage now where my husband lost so much money. I remember the last time he came in here and he went in the kitchen and I heard him scream, and when I went down there, all the money he had gone to the bank and taken out. I have to tell you when I remember. He said, oh, he didn't put it in his pocket. Good. And it lost. But I know, no. Because why I know it wasn't lost, I realized that my husband is targeted. Because while me and Trevor were still on good terms, the relationship hadn't deteriorated. My husband wanted his independence, people. Put it like this. Arnold Ebenezer Tomlinson wanted his independence, and I remember going home, and although my mother had dementia, she wanted to go with her friend to Sav. And the day I insisted that, no, Mama, you're not going to Sav, and my mother insists she's going to Sav. So what could I do? Leave her in the care of Miss Connie, Legister. And Miss Connie tell me sometimes what happens when they are in Sav, you know, or whatever. They're coming around her and she will shoo them away. So what happened now? I realized my husband was being targeted. My husband and I were targeted before because we had savings at Santander. And I put in complaints. So when I put in complaints, that's a bad thing. Yeah? So if something was wrong, I have it. So I have that. We went to the no, so okay, after that last time now. So when I realized now, my husband used to go out. So he's going out, he's going to the barber, he's going for collect his medication. So it's like a day out for my husband. So he'll go to collect his medication, he will go to the barber, and then he popped in the bank. I'm trying to put these things out there to alert people. Safeguard you're vulnerable. But instead, I am made out like I'm this person. So this day in particular, my husband came home and there was no money. So he had a black bag, plastic, but it's thick. So anytime he's going out, that's what he took with him. So my husband came home, he would get it sometimes, he would bring his paper. See, I went out the other day and I bought this as a reminder because I want to do a podcast. The things my husband introduced me to and how I became, I was a part of their mental health crusade. When my husband came, the money had gone out of the bag. And I realized that the bag was cut. So me now, as mad as I am, I can work out things. I don't take on certain things, but I am very... Did the district praise my conduct in court today? Yes. Although they're saying I don't have capacity. Anyway, when I realized that the bag was cut, I said to myself, you know what? Tommy's being targeted. They're seeing this old man going in the bank, doing this. So whoever went, took the money. They went and sat beside. I even showed Trevor and explained to him. They went and sat beside him, cut the bag, take out the money. So when now he went out that day, he didn't bring anybody. He put the money in his coat. And when he come in, he went down to the kitchen and I heard him scream. And when I went down there, he said, he didn't put the money in correctly. He lost the money. And I knew he didn't lose the money. Somebody trailed him and picked him. I made the decision based on the fact that he had gone out already. And I don't know if it was because of his diabetes or whatever. Somebody had to take him home. And now that the lady Barbara said something about whatever, we had the because she had noticed. So now I decided now that, you know what? I will not allow my husband to go out by himself. He was very reluctant, but in the end, he's somebody I can talk to. We have that understanding. Because I'm telling you 100 things in one. He'll raise up your walking stick. Me no make him do whatever. I know he wasn't gonna, but I want it on record. So I made sure I reported that. Yeah? Anyway, I decided now, no, I will not allow my husband to go out on his own anymore. Whenever we're going to do I'm not working, I make time. Whenever he's going out, it's a day out for both of us. So it will be the two of us. Up to that time, I don't know my husband's PIN number. I don't want to know certain things because he's capable. of doing it himself. And I am not one for taking away nothing. So whenever we go to the bank that day, we go out on our outing, we went to the bank, they were recalling all 50 pound note. My husband liked the big notes. But to tell you how much money my husband had in this house, I didn't know. I don't pry in his affairs. My husband is a generous man, and I will tell you this much. Sometimes I go and take my husband money and send go give me family and do whatever. Sometimes I go in the kitchen and I'm tidying up and I come up because he's thousands of pounds. So I don't go in there and don't search, do anything. So this is the story. I soon end this one because I'm going to be doing a Zoom with Mr. Badalo later. Where was I? Madhead gone. We went to the bank. So as I said, it's a day out for me and my husband now. You will see videos there of me. Some of the time, but for me, it's evidence. We went to the bank. We went into the meat shop because he loves stock up. Although some by this time, some he can't even eat it. But that's us. So my time I buy and it go in the compost. But I buy. We went to the bank. We draw some money. His money. Went to the meat shop. All 50 pound notes. Went to the meat shop. Go to pay. Yeah? Yes. The bag was cut. When I went to pay, they said they don't accept the money. Yes. So now we just coming from the bank. So we went back to the bank. So somebody, don't know if they were new or whatever, just take up, seem as if they had collected in all this money and give it to my husband. Yes. So when we went back to the bank and they changed out the money, my husband come home, and that's when my husband is telling me that he have X amount of old 50 pound notes. I even called my friend Birdlegs and he was giving me advice. But my husband know who he is. He went. Next day, we were in the bank with the old 50 pound notes. Yeah? And we lodged it in the bank. As I said, at this time, I don't know my husband's PIN number. I don't know certain things. For me, I don't take on anything that's going to cause me additional strength. And my husband was capable enough to do whatever he needs to do. So we went to the bank and we take the money in, deposited the money, blah, blah, blah. Because my husband is very sensible man. The next thing I know, Santander send letter within a delay, you know. The way how the letter, some of the questions my husband couldn't even remember. I filled the form. I filled the form as best as I could, and I take it in. I am Mrs. Tomlinson. We used to have a savings account. I still use Myers for anybody who knows me. I'm fucking lazy about certain things. And I couldn't be bothered to go change Myers to put everything on fucking thing the same way how I am right now. The banks, every time they do something, it's a headache. I have to go do this. This is not that. Me, I try and make my life as easy. It's no fucking problem that I'm still using Myers. Make my life fucking easier. Yeah? But Santander targeted us. Yes? Santander targeted us. I have recordings here. YouTube hide whatever they to hide and they only use whatever is to make them good and make me look bad. I had put in a complaint in 2017, I think, about Santander. I think I can find those later. but I was targeted. Yeah. After I take the thingy back, some incident happened in Santander. If you go, I get 5K. And it was like, now I've decided that I realize that slow decline is coming with my husband, but I still didn't want his PIN number. He's capable. So we went into the bank, and because I think by this my brother is saying, don't stay far from him. Be there. So I am standing at the counter. I am his wife. And most times I have my ID and I can explain. And then you're asking him questions. It's the normal questions, but because he's slow, getting slow now, he might not answer immediately. So if I butt in to try and alleviate this fear, I'm not talking to you. Those are the things I get. And when people piss me off, them way there. Me I go record. Because unless, as I said to whatever, I use my strong language in order that I don't do what my brother done and throw acid on anybody. And I don't take out my stamp car bar and turn up on me door and lick nobody over the head. Because I weighed up all possibilities and I talk it out and I said, no. Yes? And I soon need to shut down. Yes? I'm going to end on Trevor. Santander started targeting us, and me, I complain, but nobody is accepting my complaint. And then it's my behavior because you do something. So I have a few videos out there that get up to 5K. Now I'm putting them on Instagram. The one that it's gone 2 point something, but Instagram is now blocking me out. That I can't do live until the 19th. That's all they all do it. They take everything I have and leave me in the lurch. And they only use the thing where I'm cursing Bible, but you're not using the one where I'm there and I'm saying, da. They blocked out all that. Even the third, when the police stood here and said about evidence. I'm still talking about Trevor. When Trevor come and take the 11,000, he might have taken more because when I count the money and give him, he said it was short. So I go count out more than give him. And after because he said, this is Trevor, his father promised him a car. So I think he got his, because he came to fix Bell, and I think he boots around his father and got him when he was vulnerable. After Trevor took the money and went, I think my husband came to his realization. And my husband said, but he never promised him any car. So then there was negotiation. I said, you know what, Trevor, bring back the money. And then he was saying about something or whatever. And then he was going to tell me he's going to pay me in installments, and blah, blah, blah. But what you must realize is that Mimi Owusu, the person that just called me in private, the person who wrote 12-page witness statement, I met her April at an event and the relationship lasted until whatever. So Mimi Owusu, seeing my vulnerability and knowing how many people had already scammed me and whatever, how to call. So she come in like this person was helping me. So she was the one who even advised me. I'll tell you another story, but I'm going to finish up on Trevor. About what to do with Trevor. How to go about getting back the money. Give him an ultimatum, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, Mimi were also because as a result of Trevor taking 11,000 pounds, my husband having here. All I know money is in the briefcase because once my husband said to me, if anything should happen, no money is not in here anymore. Them thief and scam it out. But that was what? I used to pick up all 3,000 pounds in my kitchen when I'm cleaning up. My husband have different, he put this in this, he have this in this, and he tell you, this is for Melzy and my sister, this is for this is for that. That's my husband. My husband gave my son 5,000 pounds already. He say, I let him, but a five. So may I tell you who my husband is? Anybody wants help my husband? Now Mimi Owusu see a way of coming in. Mimi Owusu is the one who suggested I get power of attorney, found the solicitor. In the interim now, I'm so glad somebody is taking me in control. Yeah, I even listed her as family on my team. That's for another story. And then Mimi Owusu was trying to find those ways for me to take control of my husband's property. There are certain things nobody coerce me. Yeah, to do. My husband property. Okay, I should put this in, then I go. My husband was gonna change out my stepson name out of the property and put his grandson. And I told my husband, I said, you cannot do that. Because I know the situation with my first husband. Yes? The situation with my first husband. The rift between my husband, his mother, and the nephew. I said, Tom, you cannot do that. So I actually stopped my husband changing out. I'm going to wrap up now with tell you. After everything is said and done and Trevor started playing nasty, that was when my husband sat me down and tell me the story. And my husband said to me, because Miss Cleggan told me at the wedding but what she knew. My husband said to me, Trevor had asked if he could borrow money on the property, and he told him no. My husband said to me, I have the deeds for the property here. So my husband must have had some suspicion of what Trevor is. Yes? Why he didn't let him borrow money on the property. Why he didn't sign the power of attorney. My husband, I turned to my, I said to my husband, leave the deed where it is. Must be in the briefcase. I said, when you die, I will pass over the deed to Trevor. I think my husband was scared that his son was going to sell the property in his lifetime, and he didn't want that. The will was made for Trevor and his son, Jermaine. I have no say in that. Yes? So when Trevor had gone to Lights Bank and gone say, one little 4,000, less than 5,000 pounds, and Lights make do what they done, and then now offering me 100 pounds for whatever. If you didn't do me something wrong, yeah, I spoke to Lloyd about this situation. So I get, yeah, Trevor hasn't come to collect his deed for his property. It's here. And that's why I think those Mimi Owusu is working with these solicitors and whoever to get whatever. Because when I contact, in the will it said something if Trevor is unable or unwilling or whatever. Trevor is not capable. Trevor changed his father's funeral plan. I had to spend the money until in the end I decided, no, I'm not spending anymore. Yeah? Trevor, Victor Tomlinson have 9,000 pounds for my husband. My husband said to me, collect the money from Victor. I said, Tom, you have to do something about it. In the hospital, he recorded it and said, Victor is to pay me the 9,000 pounds. The next thing I know, they're gonna say, Tom did make left money in will for Dudley, so it's to come out of that. A will was made before man come here and done it. My friend Chester said it's not worth the paper it's written on. So in that first will, that's the will that was money was in that will for me. I was mentioned for money in that will. His nephew Dudley and his brother Melzi. That's why I take it upon myself. Although my husband died, I still continue sending money to his brother because it was his responsibility. And he left me money for me to take it up. All the money is gone. All the money is gone. And I made sure my husband brother died, and I sacrificed myself. It was some people, they would have washed their hands off the Tomlinson. The relationship I have with Melzi and the relationship I know Tom had with his brother, because he felt responsible for his hand being crushed, and he didn't come to England. Yes, I made sure I send the money to help with my husband's brother funeral. Right now, I send money to help with this. He gave me money for the sister. There's a vast, let me tell you, some people, they're wicked, and I'm going to name them. But I just want some leeway for the world to understand how I'm in this predicament. Yes? I haven't eaten for morning, and I don't know when I will eat. And this is the situation. A person who is diabetic, it's not good. I don't have a GP. And I have police coming in here, whatever, and they just put in a picture. And when they're saying whatever, it's outdated and whatever. Why didn't you act before it becomes outdated? Yes? So I'm going to close this now, because this is the only way I am surviving. Because if I wasn't raised a different way, I wouldn't take this suffering. But I suffered from the time my father was stricken with Parkinson. And I'm suffering. I will suffer until I die. Because there's nothing else for me to do. So when I'm getting this, you promise this and whatever. You using my book for whatever. You promise this, and even I'm in books and nobody. I reach out to everybody. I write song that is on an app. I was paid on the thingy, and nobody's taking that. And they are saying I'm this and I'm that. Yes, I swear because I don't want to go do what my brother done, and to be abandoned and rejected and have people. 18 Facebook pages gone. LinkedIn gone. My own website I created gone. I went on TikTok. I got 55K going viral. Gone. As soon as I set up something on Google My Business that I am paying for, gone. Now it's Instagram that is fucking about with me. So you remove my thing, you block me out. I can't do this and I can't do that. All of them is using your things, and I put the one in out there. I haven't even looked at my whatever is coming up. How can I looked after my husband. I haven't worked in 10 years because of whatever. They are saying I'm using terms. I use terms. It's not about them. So if I mention pedophile, you know you're not a pedophile. Why are you taking it up? The pedophiles are at London Early Years Foundation. How did I know they are pedophiles? Because of a Richard Harty who called my phone. The same way Phil Gregory, I know they want to say nothing in Phil Gregory's thing is true. And even District Judge Beecham, who had a case on the 9th of December, want to say I am that. And talking, oh, I noticed you had some thingy. You fucking notice I had an treatment at Maudsley. You're not looking at the fact that I was on King's College radar CNS using gadgets. So these are things that you don't take medication. So now they want you to take medication. So I am not functioning. So somebody's going to come and supervise me. Mm-hmm. This is Mimi Owusu. Somebody's going to come and supervise me taking medication. Somebody's going to tell me where to go for social events. Somebody, whatever. And people turning up at my house and announce. People calling ambulance. People calling police. And I am the bad person. So who was taking care of my husband? Who planned his 100th birthday party? Who planned his funeral and done everything? Huh? And they're telling me that whatever I'm saying, it doesn't happen. Nobody kicks my door. When people can hear my door being kicked when I'm doing live. So there is a law where I go to all, I represent myself, and they do this. So now they have a law that they put an injunction in place. Although it's an unlawful injunction, and I couldn't have done anything during that July when my brother is dying of cancer. One is in the hospital, blood vessel bursting in his head. and it's 26 days. And I had high blood pressure the first time. I put all the ECG and what has YouTube done with it? So there's a law that put an injunction and say you can't do this and you can't do that. And I am a writer. See, let's say, looking forward to read my next book. But things that I write, that is my truth. I'm to remove it. Because there is an injunction. So the legal people know how to put their injunction in place. I'm not the only one going through this, and I will not be the last. But I'm fighting to the end, because giving up was never an option. Yes? So if District Judge Beecham want to have it on her conscience that I'm going to be made homeless, and then you're going to charge me because I hear that they've put in for 64,000 after what they've done to me. Yeah? So then other people will have it on their conscience. Because you know what? Suicide is not my portion. So I'll have to live and suffer. I only ask God, don't let me have a stroke or anything where I am unable to take care of myself. That's all I ask. Now I am being blamed for Miss Gilchrist's stroke. Whatever I'm doing caused Miss Gilchrist to have a stroke. But I haven't had a stroke. I haven't got a GP. How many times I've been checked out? My own blood that they take, they're not giving it to me. So I'm going to close this down because I'll be having a Zoom with Mr. Badaloo. But it's not fair. It's not fair that nobody can see what I am trying to say. And at the end, my family. Go and look there what I'm saying about my family and growing up and where it came from. Some of the things have been hidden, but God knows. Only time cold water went into my mouth is when I'm brushing my teeth. And I don't know when I will eat again. And I look back at my mother. Days my mother didn't eat. And we were all saying, oh, miserable country. And then my mama would just turn out right away my dinner. I've learned to cook from the time I think I've learned to cook from the time cook for a whole big family from the time my mother came from Bush. So I'm cooking from early teens. Big pot. We had food. Maybe we didn't have whatever, but we had vegetable, we had food. We had breadfruit tree. Because people used to come to my yard to buy breadfruit to export. Any tree, banana, coconut, everything my father used to plant. When my father couldn't plant, my mother take over. And now to know I'm living like this. So don't they see when I write song that is on app? Don't they see I'm in book? And don't they see whatever? How did I write this book? I write poetry. Don't they see that? So now you go and look at my thing. You see Chris Banks saying about the swear word. And now that is going to use. You're going to come out of court and delay to provoke me. Because it's been established in court that you're pregnant. That's the 4th. Then the 6th, I was assaulted in King's College Hospital. Did anybody at the court know that when I leave court, I have to go look up, go to hospital for my husband? When I leave Winchville, I have to go into, and then you do what you do, and then you say it's my behavior, and I come in there doing this and doing that. I don't understand. It's the same way when I said Trevor came in. I called Trevor the day after his father's birthday, and I said, Trevor, I'm so stressed out, blah blah blah. And Trevor came in here, and all I was doing is picking up. I wasn't gonna do anything with the bag. What would I be doing with Trevor bag inside here? I'm not a thief. You put your bag on the chair and I want to sit down. And all I was going to do, remove it from the chair so I could sit down. By the time the man grabbed the bag and grabbed me hand, and nobody understand those things. I could have retaliated, but I did not. How did I retaliate? I record. So the same way I came out in my gun, and I told them, I said the ring doorbell camera is to monitor my movement. So by the time I'm coming in, she's coming down the stairs. She knows I'm coming in, you're coming out there. So that is it. And it tells you. Now they told, she said in court, it's the police told her to install it. That's why the police came on the 3rd and saying, for they go up there for over half an hour and then they tell me it was 15 minutes. As somebody said they were looking for evidence. He stood here, right here, and said, if they get called back and they find any evidence, the outcome wouldn't be good. Nobody plays those things. They're on there. And nobody used those to back up my story that yes, I'm a target. When I'm in here talking or singing or whatever, then the judge is going to ask me today, can they hear? Nobody's not taking into consideration when my door is kicked that people can stay on me doing live and hear it. And I'm not to saying anything. There are times when my door is kicked that I lose my voice. I can't speak. I'm better off dead. No human being is supposed to live. The way I help people, the way I look after my husband, the way I look after my granny and my father who died a month apart. I didn't have a life. I was a traumatized mother. Age 20, I have 2 sons. One of them was misdiagnosed as being deaf and dumb. And I had all that to deal with. And when teacher insisted that he's not talking, let him stay at home, I said, no, I'm pregnant with my 2nd child. I said, no, I'm paying my money, let him come. Where did my son learn to talk? Day nurse came to school. And he want to be seen and heard. He climb on the desk. And now I have my grandson with the same problem and I need to help. And because of what's happening. Can anybody see what I'm trying to say? How did speaking up for my right leave me here? My head is hurting me. I'm having a pain going down this side. So I only hope I don't. There's nothing happens to me. But if a person has diabetes and other underlying conditions, not to mention whatever they're trying to do with my mental health. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with my mental health. Yeah? Because how they're saying I don't have, how did I go to court today and represent myself? Nobody was with me. They had all their witnesses and everything. And this should just be, because they put what they want in the bundle to suit their case. And although they had other things, no, it's not in there. There was a picture. I got the thing and I'm trying to send it out to say how it impacted on me. Now they're making it look that I was distributing pornography. Where would I get a picture of a man's penis? It was sent to me because somebody keep sending me an email if I want a relationship. And when I'm fobbing off the person sending me the picture of his a penis. So I'm sending it out trying to explain situation between my son's father. When he wouldn't stop, I got my son involved. Now they're making it out, and then the lawyer is the solicitor who contacted me first is so distraught by that picture and not reading what the caption what I said. This had an impact on me. So I'm trying to get other people to understand how people get targeted. No. I reach out to everybody. I said, please help me tell my story. Nobody. I even went I even went I went to Galaxy and I said, please, can anybody come out and support me? I've been out to support everybody. Carl Grant, everybody. Everybody you can think of, I've been out to support them. And now, yeah, they want me to do things. It's my book or whatever. And yes, you're looking forward to read my next book. What are you doing to help me? Does this say, what does this say about, yeah? You can use my book to go to court and use it and you use it as, but who is helping me to continue that inspiration? How am I going to write another book? I never planned to stay in this country. I was waiting for my husband to die so I could go. And now you're going to kick me out before I have time to sort out what I need to sort out. I have a thing in my book that I said I need to be out of this country before my 60 birthday because of whatever was happening to me. Does anybody see those things? No. I'm being shut down I'm being shut down by whatever. I'm being made a voiceless vulnerable by so I need to end this. Oh shit. Can't even see the fucking thing. No, me not leaving. That's the thing. My hand just went on oh dear. My hand just went on something. That's why I said I don't function I don't function under these circumstances. That's why I try sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get back on sorry, I need to get back now on the TV. I don't know where I'm at. So I need to close this down. But that's it. They don't understand that I don't function in a certain situation. I don't function. And I hate when I'm not functioning and to be treated like a criminal and to have my all I've worked for in this country, my job taken away. I don't know where it is, people. Honestly, I don't know where it is. To have my job taken away, I don't know where it is. To have my job taken away and I don't work in 10 years. Come on, please. Please. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. To have my job taken away and all that has happened to me, and nobody is seeing or hearing me crying out to say, um, you know what? And when I defend myself, I'm this person. I'm not a credible witness.
Greetings. Yeah, me.
Hello.
I don't know.
Here.
I'm just hard with my computer at the moment. I'm just trying to do a document.
Okay.
It goes slow again. It's going crazy with it.
Okay.
Where's Anthony? He's late. Someone. Anthony. Where's Anthony? Hello. Hello. How are you, mate? Not an earthquake here.
How are we doing?
Already? Not an earthquake here. Only a little shudder.
Already?
Not yet. Just I'm on a Zoom. Right then. Are we all good? Did you post it up? Just a second. Just been doing a notice of a stop on the trustees.
Okay.
So, are we good to go?
Yeah.
Let's go. We're all set? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so gaslighting in the court, Marvelly.
Yes.
You had another battle today and you live to fight on. But looks like they tell us what happened in your own words.
So in my own,
We're not live yet.
okay.
We're not live yet.
Okay, let's get live. Okay.
We're not live yet. Hang on. I'll let you know in a second. Okay. I mean, wait till I make it public. Alright.
Yeah, make it public because that's what we want. So anything private, Marvelly, we keep it on the rocks. We're gonna make it public.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live now. I'm just gonna now make it because it always opens up like just on my own. Like, so
Yeah,
I
I just update it. Marvelly, we keep it on the rocks. We're gonna make it public.
Okay.
Why am I getting an echo?
and I'll share it onto the website. Share it on Scambusters. We can do it when it goes slow. Share. Right. Yeah. Just mute it out. Okay then. So we're live, and I've shared it onto Scambusters as well.
Super. Yeah. So Marvelly had another battle royal in the Clerkenwell and Shoreditch County Court for repossession. They also have a committal hearing in the county court as well. So they want to throw her out of the house and throw her straight in jail, and in the mental health jail as well. But it looks like the mental health part of it has collapsed. But Marvelly, tell us what happened today.
So basically, in my own perspective, I got to court. This time I made sure I get my cab straight there and was 45 minutes early.
Right.
And then coming up to an hour when court should have started, we were called in, their barrister and myself was called in to explain that the Equality Act assessor had a family crisis, so would not be able to start until 11:30.
Right.
So yes, somehow I got to court and I just felt intimidated. So I put my things on and I went and I sat out in the corridor, but beside the lift because I felt more comfortable there.
Okay.
And whilst I was in the lift, whilst I was sat out there, Miss Gilchrist and her mother and the next witness, Barbara McCoy, had actually gone out. They came back in, they went back inside, and then Miss Gilchrist came out to stand for about 5 minutes just staring at me. So I'm expecting, she was expecting I was going to say something to her, but
right.
I didn't take.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't take the bait. So anyway, after everything said and done, the assessor came and we went into court. And then somehow I just have this feeling that I'm being treated that without capacity, as they said. But I didn't let that get to me. I just ride above it.
Mhm.
What I find really strange, considering that there's a statutory declaration and everything and all that is happening,
Right.
the bundle that was prepared
Uh-huh.
has things in it that is to nail the coffin in my grave so they can get away with whatever it is. And
Right.
some of the things that was being put to me is like, oh, you must admit for this, admit for that, admit for that. And I'm still, what is of importance? Join them, because their witness came in first,
Yeah.
and then I had to question them on. And through what was said, there was no mention of Dr. Phil Gregory.
Mhm.
It was Peter Akansi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very significant.
So Dr. Phil, let me just clarify this. Dr. Phil Gregory is the one who made a false psychiatric report,
Mm-hmm.
and amongst all the other stuff, he mentioned 8 court orders in this report. So you file a complaint, and he's left the job,
Mm-hmm.
and it's under investigation by the NHS.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Dr. Phil Gregory. And now they're not mentioning his report, nor him, but they're mentioning this Mr. Okansi.
They were mentioning Dr. Okansi. And
Right.
then also when we went back after the break, the judge is gonna ask who is Dr. Okansi. And I mentioned that 2 unannounced visits. Who is Georgine? I don't know certain things. But now the emphasis went on to Dr. Phil Gregory's report. And
Okay.
I am saying that I do not recognize Dr. Phil Gregory's report. Who gave him any authority? But it is embedded in the judge's head that his report is authentic. And I must put also that on the 9th of December, when they had a case, when they said I did not have to attend, that was when the judge made a outline of things to say about whatever, psychosis and all that. So they are taking Dr. Phil Gregory's report, which I said is as factual, and what they maybe some of the outcome will hinge on this, because there was questioning about, are you taking medication, recommendation for medication, blah, 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 blah.
They just want you on that medication, right?
That is it.
And just to remind the public, what's the name of this medication?
Risperidone.
Which is an antipsychotic drug.
Mm-hmm. That's why they say I have psychosis.
And one of the side effects of this medication is
early death. Along with, if you have underlying Parkinson's and dementia, those have effect. And when I take risperidone, I might end up have to take another 4 medication to counteract this risperidone.
Yeah, well, I saw a doctor making on the internet the other day saying the average dosage of drugs for people in like the care system is 40 tablets. Average. 40. You start getting sick from these tablets, and they give you another tablet for the side effect and another one for this.
Yes.
And you end up with 40 on average. We're not even talking extreme ones, you know. But anyway, this risperidone is. Why would a judge be concerned? Why is all these people concerning them? Dr. Phil Gregory's report, you made a complaint to the hospital about it, didn't you?
Yes.
And where is it at now, this Dr. Phil Gregory's report?
He's left, Dr. Phil Gregory has left
the post.
He's left the post.
Mm-hmm. And what is happening to his report? What state of play is it at?
But they want, although and the judge had said I do not recognize it, but in her own words, she wants it to be, what did you say, gospel truth? That's what
Yeah,
I
but
understand.
let me wind you back.
Mm-hmm.
What state of play with this report with the NHS? What is happening to it?
Well, they're investigating.
It's under investigation.
Yes.
So how can it be held in a court of law when it's under investigation?
And I don't have a DP in the NHS as well now.
Yeah, that's one issue. But they're trying to. That's why we call this one gaslighting, yeah?
Mhm.
Because they're trying to proceed with a report where the psychiatrist is run off.
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned 8 court orders in there. And how many have they produced out of the 8 orders in this medical report?
None.
0. So one of the reasons you're a lunatic is because its proof is that you had all these court orders against you, so you're a bad person. But where is these court orders? What did Croydon Magistrate Court say when you challenged the order and stuff?
That they told me that despite attending court 3 times, they told me that it was thrown out, for want of a better word.
They had nothing in the system, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you've been this all kicked off because of that Croydon case, and then they said you breached the court order. Then they said, hey, can we share the screen, Andy, quickly?
Good to share.
So this was allegedly taken up by the council, yeah? But what's going on here? But this is from the council, Southwark Council. This is what it says here. I have not. This is from the lawyer at London Borough of Southwark called Miss Oyen Kalpos. Additionally, I have not directly prosecuted anyone by the name of Merville Nemad or Merville Myers. They're in black and white. This came through on the 6th of March. So where is the prosecution that they're dealing with? You understand? Fake prosecution and discrimination. That was the title of your request. And here they answered black and white. I have not prosecuted anyone by the name of Merville Nemad nor Merville Myers. So, yeah. And then the Croydon magistrate said there's no case there. They've they've thrown out whatever was there. So they are imposing on you something that's not valid under investigation. It doesn't contain any facts. How do you feel about that?
Very sad and demotivated. I'm just gonna read something to maybe that this will let you understand, because dear Miss Miles, please find enclosed copies of this month's newsletter. Thank you for being an inspiration and a reminder of why unity matters. It is POP, power of people, that will improve the broken justice system that enables oppression. Lastly, we look forward to reading your next book. Best wishes. They are using my book to inspire others, but where is the unity? The last time I was in court, you had to get somebody, a total stranger that came all the way from Wembley. I was on Galaxy Radio asking for support. Nobody
Right.
has even called me to say, how have you been, Murphy Lee, blah, blah, blah. So I felt like Daniel in the Lions then today and hearing all those negative things that's been said about me, but I'm here still. Because the fact
You're still in the fight, and it's been documented in the public domain. That's one of the reasons we do these things, because we have case after case after case. At some point, we're asking the Lord Chancellor to intervene and deal with all these fake cases, because it's people's lives. It's not numbers. It's not money. It's people's lives, and the evidence is so clear. But they're dealing with an 800-page,
nearly 900-page bundle
900-page, which they gave you by hand
on the 7th.
But it didn't come from the court, right? It came from the
solicitor, the barrister.
Right. But you made a request to see the court file, just to know what is on the court file against you and the case management. Did you get a response on it from the court?
No.
And then, on top of that, you filed a statutory declaration, which was stamped by the court, which you and Johnny had to put up a little fight to get it stamped, but eventually they stamped it, and I took a copy of the court file. Did they mention it in the trial today?
No, and when I handed out copies, the judge said whatever I am giving to her has to go first to the complainant's legal team before she can receive it. And then she said she don't think she can do anything with it. Because she was she was like questioning me what I said. I was advised by an advocate to hand it over to the court. She wanted me to explain. So I said I can't do any more other explanation than what's in there. She looked at it, then she said she don't think it will be relevant to the case and she can't do anything because it mentioned about police and court and magistrates court and blah, blah, blah. So
yeah, so that's what we're calling gaslighting, because you give them something which is profound. It has the reference numbers. Croydon said they struck the claim out, and it's the same claim that is being, recycled. And they're having you on a criminal procedure in a civil court, which is not legally possible. There is no prosecution. They're saying you breach, and they got an injunction, which nobody. Have you seen the injunction?
No.
But we saw the letter from the council. We have never prosecuted you. Yeah? So they have all these orders. The psychiatrist mentioned 8 orders. What's the name of this judge?
District Judge Beecham.
And that's a lady, right?
Yes.
Judge Beecham. And you don't have the person.
No, and she came on the case, she wants to keep this case. So I would like to know why she wants to keep this case and what she's doing about it. Because I handed her another thing because I said something about making reports. My thing even reached to the housing ombudsman and reached stage 2 of the complaints, and then they disguised my stuff from off the portal and whatever.
Right.
So she said she couldn't accept nothing that was not in the bundle. So they're working off a bundle that they prepared, and this should have been in whatever. So in the end, I found it in my bundle that I prepared. She said oh, she's gonna, but it might not have any bearings on there, and then she's telling me it's outdated.
Right.
So I am saying if it was addressed from the time I raised it, it would reach here. So everything is outdated. But what happened?
But it can't be outdated.
That's what she said.
It can't be outdated. It's either it's true or it's not true.
She said it's outdated. That's the word she used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's outdated. You know.
I know so, because she went to court on the 9th behind my back and accepted Dr. Phil Gregory's report into action, and that's what they're using to say.
No, that they're hell bent on it. It's
yes.
been it's under investigation. It's got no force in law.
Yeah,
But they can't believe. You understand?
yeah.
They're in denial that this report is a sham. You had a bereavement. Your husband just died, and he made a psychiatric report and didn't mention that you have a bereavement. It's a scandal. And he said he's the is he the one that says if you take the drugs they will drop the eviction?
That was
Or is it
the solicitor.
Mr. Sola?
Yes.
Right. So they're working together. The solicitors.
Yes.
So I don't. But you know, maybe the drugs will help you. I don't know. But I have another concern that if you take this drug and start getting the side effects, then they're gonna say you're mentally ill. They're already saying it, but if you get more, mess up your mind and your body more, then they will just weaponize that against you. They will have you in a mental health place in no time. That's my opinion, and all based on a report that, if you had 8 fake cases against you, I mean, it's a miracle you're you're still here. You held your own all day, turn up on time, put your argument, listen what they're saying, all the mafia gang in there, and kept yourself composed, come home, whatever. You're operating at a higher level than them. Because all they're doing is fraud.
Well, the judge actually did made reference to the fact that how I conducted myself for one, because she was asking if I have legal representative for the 28th.
They're dying for you to get a lawyer, aren't they?
Yeah.
How many lawyers have you had in the case so far?
2, and a barrister.
Have any of them gone and verified if there's a valid claim in the court against you?
I don't think so.
Have any of them showed you the injunction, the order of injunction?
No.
Okay. So now we have a letter from the council. They've never prosecuted you. So every base has been covered. There isn't anything valid against you. But they want to just carry on. Imagine you made a statutory declaration, filed it. With how many pages is your statutory declaration?
Call it 1.5.
1.5 pages. And they want to deal with 900 pages of junk. Yeah? Total junk. None of it being stamped by the court or sealed or signed. And you got 1.5 pages signed and thumbprinted and stamped by the court, and they don't want to entertain it. Is that what you call gaslighting, Andy?
Absolutely.
Huh?
100%. Absolutely.
This is, and it happens a lot. This is the problem. It happens a lot. I mean, I've been in a court with a guy called, what's his name, Bob, and the security actually he tried to give them his document, and then he tried to read it. They all put him on the podium, and he tried to read it. And the security came and beat him up and locked him in a little room. Yeah? I've seen this with my own eyes. So this is a brutal, violent bunch of child traffickers here, because they take children like this and they treat the parents like this. Maybe bad parents, I don't know, but you can't. This is hardened criminals here, So for Merville to hold her own against all of them today, for the whole day and come out, they were surprised. You understand? They were surprised because most people, 90% of people, would have a meltdown in this situation. People telling you, we can't entertain your statutory declaration. Really? Really? It's the height of this is gaslighting. We're going to send this video to the Lord Chancellor, yeah? Because he's the one that's responsible for the courts and the police and all this kind of thing.
What,
But your case,
what about the fact that I do not have a GP because nobody followed through when I asked for information about. I wasn't against taking medication, but I needed to have information. What's the impact on me taking the medication? So because I refuse from taking the medication without having some clarification. I am without a GP. I've been kicked out 2 times. So, and I have disabilities.
But the last time the police came to your house, is it the police? They said they were going to do something.
The ambulance people called them up the 17th of February. They called them up and they said they're going to send me email for where I could sign up. I'm still waiting on the email.
So they maybe a false promise, or they just forgot to follow through. This is terrible. So the clutches are so deep into the system, between the medical profession, the court staff, the police. Because you file a crime report, right?
Yes.
On all this. And what did the police say?
To go back to, is it the IOPC now?
Thank you for your complaint. You file a crime report and say thank you for your complaint. It's more gaslighting here, right?
Yeah. Because people keep sending back to me, they want to talk to me and what their understanding is. And before...
You put in black and white what you have to say in plain English, and they want to talk to you they want to reinterpret and twist what you say or bastardize it and water it down. You've said what you said, you put reference number, you have videos, people kicking your door repeatedly. So that they could say this woman is crazy because you're shouting at somebody but they're not. Well, tell us about the neighbor who is your witness against you, Mrs. Gilchrist.
Miss Gilchrist.
Yeah, you found in the bungalow or somewhere information that the police told her.
No, she under questioning.
Uh-huh.
Because I asked about the installment of the. She said it was the police who advised her to install the camera.
And did the police advise you to install a camera?
No.
Okay, so you're having a lot of dispute about, you're saying someone's kicking your door. And the police told the door kicker to put a camera, but they didn't tell you to put a camera.
No.
Isn't that interesting? So we're coming back to discrimination, right?
The stick in the pin in somebody, then filming them screaming.
Yeah. So
just to say, the gaslighting, the terminology or the meaning, the definition is the psychological manipulation of the person, usually over an extended period of time, that causes the victim to question their validity of their own thought, perception of reality, or memory leads to confusion, loss of confidence, self-esteem, uncertainty of one's emotional or mental stability, and a dependency on the perpetrator. It's kind of narcissistic. So narcissistic tactic is exactly what these judges are. They're narcissists, especially the district judges.
Yeah,
that's what they do. And not just that. I mean, I would say that all virtually, lawyers are, by definition, because they certainly have a moral compass.
I mean, the biggest part of the narcissism, because I've been through it, many times. We're talking over 200 so-called warrants, and the biggest part of it is when they're saying they have a court case, and there is actually no court case. They're just using the court building and having a little mafia meeting. I want you to believe, because you made a request, must be before December, Mervily, to see the court file and that sort of thing. And they haven't even answered you. it's like they have 72 hours according to their own rules and guidelines. 72 hours max to show you the court file. Because all this 900-page bundle, it's not on the court file. It's just that the lawyer has made it. It's not been filed in the court, as far as we know. Official. I don't think there is an official court file at all, as a matter of fact. It's just like the council tax, where they're sitting down in the court premises, but it's not really a properly constituted court. You know, I haven't seen a single document that's been sealed by the court in this case. And the 900 pages. Before the 900, they had another, how many?
You seen the initial application?
No, I haven't seen that. We got a letter from the council. We never filed any prosecution. You asked the housing
CEO,
a woman, yeah, on Resolver. Give us a copy of the claim and the receipt for the court fee. Did you get an answer?
No.
Right. So, you know, we're making an appeal to the Lord Chancellor that they have to intervene in this matter. Because the last person we had in this court, Sandra Joseph, with all the same bullshit claim with Judge Sterlini and all that, she actually died. You know?
And Sterlini is involved in this case.
In this court, Clerkenwell and Shoreditch.
Yeah, he was the one who labeled me a violent nuisance. When
Judge Sterlini.
Yes.
Right.
On the 1st of August.
I told him I was going to file a crime report with all this stuff the lady was through. We actually won that case, by the way. He said, "Good luck with the police." That's what Judge Sterlini said to me. You know? So it's mafia, hardcore mafia, you know, rotten. How many times, give me an estimate, how many times police visit your house over this month altogether? Sometimes you call it, sometimes the neighbor call it. How many times? You have all the cab numbers.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's not reaching near 100. It's lots. And that's only what I wrote down. It's lots.
And they have investigated both sides.
No,
the first thing they must investigate, because the police threatened you, know, that they said you breached the injunction, we're going to arrest you if we find any evidence, right?
Yeah. And I'm even asking, so you know, because he was saying about, is that when I said District Judge Beecham is the good one, he was saying like, is she the one that issued the injunction? So everybody knows about the injunction. Debbie knows about the injunction. The neighbor who is witness know. Everybody know. Police know about injunction.
And where is it?
Who's uttering the fact? That's a crime, by the way. The mere fact that it was running, that's a crime. Yeah, so where is it? Yeah. Again, gaslighting.
Gaslight, yeah. Everybody knows about this injunction. Nobody has a copy. Nobody has it.
Can I say something here? Because as I am trying to say, the law has a way of using whatever it is they use, because they are emphasizing that there's an injunction, and I know, I understand, and I keep doing what they said I shouldn't do. But some of the things that's in this injunction, it couldn't have happened. The so-called injunction couldn't have happened. I couldn't have been doing those things.
Impossible things.
Yes. So how does the law? They are telling me you did, and it was explained to you. So the law, it's because it's the law. One of the analogies the barrister make is like somebody's telling you you're not supposed to eat this, but I don't eat it anyway. So that's how he explained it to me, because I'm saying, when I realized that this so-called injunction, actually 24th I wasn't aware, 26th of July I wasn't aware, 1st of August I wasn't aware. I've been to court other times. Then on the 28th of December I wasn't aware. I had a medical review, and I was in court on the 19th, and that's when the solicitor sent email to say he's off the case. So I was represented by a duty solicitor, and then the next day another person said I didn't turn up, and I have a medical review. So I don't know. That's confusing to me. And the solicitor told me that the court can do anything they want, and there's nothing to be done about it. That's what the solicitor told me. That's why they came off the case too.
So, but the thing is, right, Marvelly, that's why we need to see the court file, because you say, he say, she say. Well, let's see what's on the court file.
But
that's the only thing that counts.
What difference is gonna be? I'm gonna be having the outcome on Thursday morning, then before the committals. So I don't know what can be done.
Is tell you you've had an eviction, and then say, "Oh, we find you guilty. We're gonna take you to jail." That's basically their plan, right? Unless they have enough outcry and enough doubt and shame or whatever, professional misconduct and all that they might think twice, like they did in Croydon the last time. Yeah, even though you did everything, they still had, was it 3 trials after that?
I had to go to court 3 times.
But eventually they
choke it out.
Yeah.
But it reached this stage now where Thursday, I don't, because she was explaining, Judge Beecham was explaining, it's a situation of they can, within weeks you will be out and blah blah blah. So it's already.
Obviously, for whatever reason, they didn't feel good enough to make a decision today. Yeah, so there's some doubt. They're gonna look for some trick or some angle where they can say they make a decision. But at the end of the day, between now and Thursday, you have to try and insist, put your foot down. Where is this injunction? Where is this court file? Where is the fee? Where is the claim? We got a letter here from the council. They never filed anything against you. So, you know, the Housing for Women, the council said they never got any notice of eviction. As a matter of fact, verbally, you had a document saying from the council to the Housing for Women Housing Association, saying the information they filed to them was not adequate.
I was referred, and they said they did not act. The referral didn't meet whatever it is they were, whatever.
The criteria.
Yeah.
So that means they could not have had proper possession proceedings. You understand? Because they sent it to the council, and the council said, "Oh, sorry, this is not, it doesn't meet the standard. This is not that eviction matter." Yeah, might be there's some issues to be resolved or whatever, but it doesn't meet the standard that they can justify putting you out of your home.
Yeah, that's what I understand, but they have whatever was. There is no mention of that, and when I'm trying to bring up certain things, the judge is telling me it doesn't apply to this case.
The judge is trying to exclude your evidence.
Exactly.
But he wants to include 900 pages of junk. But the other thing is, they sent you a bill. It's probably gone up now, but last time they sent you a bill for the Devonshire solicitors. They sent you a bill for £64,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you sent me a copy, and it's I looked through it. I can't find any payment for the court fee. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. But how am I gonna owe whatever is being said? Yeah, because it's obvious that the judge doesn't know nothing about Equality Act protecting characteristics. Hell, somebody else is paid to come and sit. Because whilst I am a trained Senko, because I asked the barrister, something was being said, and I said, "Do you know what a Senko is?" He doesn't know. So he was asking me. I said, "Okay, I think it's best if you ask the equality assessor." She didn't
Right.
answer. It was the judge who answered it, and she didn't even say the proper thing.
But it intrigues me why this Judge Beecham, I wish I knew her first name.
Sarah. Sarah.
Sarah Beecham.
Why she insisted that she want to keep the case?
So I know,
Elizabeth,
but
Sarah Elizabeth Beecham, aged 47.
So she's younger than my eldest son.
She was called to the bar in 1999.
Sorry?
She was called to the bar in 1999.
I wonder how many fake cases she's presided over.
Can't see that much on it.
But the thing is, right? How come, like, she just everything you bring up to fight your case or to show that she says, "Oh, we're not dealing with this and we're not dealing with that."
No, it's outdated.
Old papers. And it's just so. I mean, you have the statutory declaration stamped by the court. You took it there. And she said, "We're not going to deal with it." So what's she going to deal with?
On the 7th, she tell me that she know I have issues with my former employers, the police. She not dealing with none of those. It's just the housing. But how did the police come into this? And how did I get from my former employers to here?
But the police is a part of the campaign of gang stalking and harassment. You got all the CAD numbers, how many times they get involved. The police been calling the ambulance on you, isn't it?
Police called ambulance on me, and my neighbor admitted that she let them in there. When I said I was out there, she let them in because she was concerned about I was going to do something to myself.
Right. So, but more than once, the police are calling the ambulance. You got a fake psychiatric report from Dr. Phil Gregory. You got struck off your GP register. So the NHS has been drafted in a big way.
Yes.
You've been told to take the drugs, regardless whether you want it or not. And you've been told by a solicitor to take the drug.
Yes.
So the medical fraternity is heavily involved in this.
I can tell you why. Because the NHS caused my first nervous breakdown after the death of my brother. And then the NHS neglected my husband, and I raised concerns. So you see where it ties in. So it's to shut me up. Because I have 700K views on the video I posted about my husband being neglected. And then they turn around when I raise complaints to say I went into the hospital doing all these things. So it's a campaign.
Because your husband got caught up in all this nonsense when he was at his elderly stage of life. And it's all fake cases. There's nothing.
Yes.
It's all because they were chucking you out of your childcare job and putting some cross-dressing men or men dressed as women with lipstick to look after the little children. And then you protested, you painted something about your son's birthday on a wall, and then the police got involved, made a alleged charge. Then you got a prosecution. The CPS don't have any record of this prosecution. Croydon magistrate said, they dropped the case, whatever, but there was no case to drop. And now they're saying they have a injunction that you breached, and they have ASBO order.
Yeah.
So where is it?
But even the ASBO, there was no ASBO policy in the bundle. Yeah, they send it to me again by email, and I'm saying we need to go through this ASBO because that's what the case is hinged on. ASBO, but nobody's allowing me to deal with it.
So where is the ASBO? Yeah, there is no. So basically, everything they're saying, from what I can identify, none of it is correct, none of it's factual, none of it can be proven or shown. They just want you out of the house.
But I was told that my friend, also named Debbie, she have about 500 pounds. She told me that this Debbie told her that somebody, it has nothing to do with her. Somebody in housing.
The line is bad.
Are you okay? I can hear you okay.
I can hear, but I'm not hearing her. Maybe it's my line. I don't know.
Okay,
I
so
can hear you,
Okay.
okay. So my friend, who is no longer my friend, told me that Debbie told her, because she wrote me a letter to say whatever is happening, they're against me, blah blah blah. But then she said she tackled Debbie about what Debbie was doing to me, and Debbie told her that it's not about her, it's somebody in housing who wants to get me out. So I asked the question today, who from her, who is it in housing who wants to get me out? And I'm insisting that the relationship we had was stable, despite whatever teeth and tongue meet, until she broke the glass and I was invited for ASBO meeting. So she was coerced by Housing for Women.
She broke the glass. She broke the glass.
She broke the glass twice. So she broke it on the 13th of December 2021, and then broke it again in May after I got invited for ASBO meeting. So she opened the letter, put it on the mat, and come in the night and break the glass again. And nobody's listening to me.
Wow. I don't know. But listen, if anybody wants to support Merville on Thursday, they're gonna have a bullshit criminal trial for committal to prison in a county court, which is not legally possible. They only rely that we don't know. Yeah, that's all. And then this judge wants to make a decision or announce his her predetermined decision on the same day. So they could, in theory, tell her she's being repossessed, and on the same day tell her she's committed. So take her out of her home and into prison. So she come out of prison with no home. This is probably one possibility. Maybe I need risperidone now because I'm thinking of outlandish things. Maybe they couldn't make the decision today. They weren't confident. They know that they have all fake stuff and they're buying themselves time. But there is no prosecution. There is no lay of information regarding a criminal trial. And it is not legally possible to have a criminal trial in a county court. And the case number they have is not a criminal case number. It's a civil case number. So, and it's all based on an injunction which don't exist. You know, so we have to see. We have a couple days. So maybe we can wrap it up. Andy, you can close us off.
Yeah, on that point, so I'll just close up on the fact that you know, the court in brackets, or the judge, whatever it wants to call itself, has no jurisdiction over you whatsoever, because you
That's the word.
Evidence of the fact that the fact is, if the application fee was never paid, the judge or the court has no jurisdiction. So it isn't a court. It is what it is. It's a sham, 100%. And if there's no case filed, then there's no case to answer to, is there? Because there's nothing in the case. If there's nothing there, there's nothing to answer to. So it is what it is. It's just like that film, that Interstate 60, where all the lawyers and the judges and everyone was in the case, and it's that guy said, like, you know, are you all in on it? Out with the guns, with the bombs wrapped around him. Just tell me that, I'm going to pull him. And they all had to admit that they were all in on it. They all know it was a sham court, and they all know it was.
It can't work unless they're all in it. It can't work if, you know, the police have to be in it. It's a whole mafia circuit, you know. But verbally,
stand your ground, Mark. But verbally, don't listen. No matter what, yeah, you know. Listen to your internal side. You have it singing to you. You know what the truth is. Don't ignore it. Just listen to your truth.
So what?
No matter how much they try to gaslight you, no matter how much they try to morally degrade you, you know, just don't just listen to your soul. Just keep listening to it, man. Just keep shining, man. Because these, no matter what, yeah, they will yield. Sooner or later, they will yield. Yeah.
Oh,
And whatever they do, they will never get away with whatever they're doing because they're going to have to live with it. And even whether they take that to the grave, because it doesn't end there. That's as much as I can say.
before you go,
you were gonna say something, and we call it a day.
yeah, I'm just saying because I'm due for, and as the judge is saying, seeking possession, it will be a matter of weeks or days or whatever. What is gonna happen to me? I don't know.
Well, you know what? Let's just focus on fighting as hard as we can against this scam. And if anyone can make it down to Clerkenwell and Shoreditch on Thursday, the 20th of March, 2025, to support Mervyn Lee and support all victims, really, because one victim is the same as all victims. It's the same problems people are facing all over the country. And, you know, we're achieving quite a lot of results. But like with Croydon, they discontinued the case, but they never locked anybody up. You know, it's a big crime to fabricate court proceedings. We're getting a few cases come through on the council tax, and you know, it's almost, I would say, it's, if you pay council tax now or any of the taxes where they're using the money to fund wars and genocide, it's unlawful to pay these taxes as long as they're doing all these crimes. And it's funding bad people to do bad things. I mean, these people are not paying court fees, but they have a 64,000 bill on the table. Who wants to support that kind of, you know, extortion? So we see what we can do, Mervyn Lee, and it's never over till it's over. But thanks everyone for your support. www.scambuster.tv. You might have trouble logging in, but you just have to fight the barrier and see what we can do. Yeah. So God bless everyone. Thank you.
God bless. Take care, mate. Take care, darling. Ciao, ciao. See you all.
God, God. It's a God that has left me. There's 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 a God. Yes, people, this is Merville Mars, your blogger from Alma Grove. I've addressed it mirage in my head by writing another book very soon. Okay, smiley little ivory part. Yeah, okay, smiley little ivory. Yes, people, this is Merville. Where is everybody when I was writing this? I've addressed it mirage in my head by writing another book very soon. How many books I have written? How many books I have written? I've addressed it mirage in my head by writing another book very soon. Yes, people, this is Merville Mars, your blogger from Alma Grove. I've addressed it mirage in my head by writing another book very soon. I don't know why God hates me, but God hates me. I don't know. I've been to support everybody. Everybody call, I go out and I support them. I've been on my and I support everybody. I know and I need help. There's nobody. Where was I looking after my husband? How can God leave me and take away my job? I'm sitting here. I created social media to tell stories. I created everything who I am. I've been quiet. They keep me out. Everywhere I turn, they kick me out. So I'm nothing. And now I'm left in here. Why did they wait till my husband died? But the most painful thing is what my family has done to me. The most painful thing is what my family has done to me. What my brother. Little Ivy Pot. Yeah? Ivy Pot. Because when I used to work at Luton Street, I sit in here, I have not. It reached the stage, the last little thing I have, the drumming. And the next thing I know, Rasapa have money for me. He drums, I sing. I went to 2 events in July. The same July, they send possession letter come. When Rasapa is on his ways, me and Sister Sharon have to take over. And I'm telling, I'm not this person. I sing, yes, I swear. And I swear because I don't want to go do anything like what cause my brother to die in jail. And now you're gonna use my swearing that stop me from committing a crime to whatever I want to say. I live and I do things and now gonna put me back to having to deal with my grandmother and my father at the same time having a young baby and having 2 children before the time I'm 20. Doesn't nobody think about this thing. And I look after my husband, and as soon as my husband is gone, I didn't plan to stay in this country. I never planned to stay in this country. And now my husband is gone. The little money he left for me to make my life comfortable is gone. And now you want to take me out of the house. You don't see me advocating on behalf of Derek Draper down the blue. You don't see me. And now you're going to put me on the street. You're going to put me on the streets and commit me to whatever. So you have control over me so you can get money out of me. And my family has left me to be. Who was planting the garden? So when did I have time to be this, whatever? If I'm in the garden, they come to shout at me. They come to shout at me. If I sing, I know who I am. No, and now I am the one. I must never answer. People, how the ivy is spreading. This reminds me of Luton Street where I used to work. So I set it to stay in one place, but it's really nice. And up here is Mastertown. I use the word pedophile, my former employers, because I was right here I sat when Richard Harty called. And now you're going to say, yeah? When I see things there and they upset me and I use, now you're going to claim that it's you. I will not kill myself. Yeah? Everybody else have somebody to help them. Yeah? If you didn't have troublemakers, most women wouldn't have the right to vote. A black person wouldn't be talking to a white person, and I'd be back in slavery. We need troublemakers to challenge the establishment. I want to be one of those people, Benjamin Zephaniah. And me, who was the face of Windward 70, who left Windward Vigil on the 6th of April to go find my husband falling out of bed. And I was manhandled and taken away, taken from his vessel and manhandled. I ended up in accident and emergency the next day, and the next day he died. They took nearly 6 hours before I was called. And now I am the one facing eviction and can go to prison for my rights. And this is a bitch I'm gonna say the complaint is outdated. How can it be outdated if they had dealt with it? I wouldn't be here. I am gonna get blamed for Miss Gilchrist stroke. How do I say I feel about police? Yeah? Wherever I see police, I think of them as pedophiles and rapists and murder. Yeah? If that's how I feel, who caused me to make me feel like that? Go look at me and Nigel Pierce at Elim House. Yeah? So if that's the way you caused me to feel, of course I'm gonna say that's how I feel. The police is stood right there. How long have you been up there? 15 minutes. It's more than half an hour. And to hear in court now that is the police who encouraged Miss Gilchrist to put in camera. And I said what the camera was there. People are still coming to ring my bell for there. And I have in the writing about whatever. So when did my mental health deteriorate to psychosis where I'm doing this thing? I'm not doing these things. And why you wait until after I wasn't doing them? Why you wait until after my husband dead now? So you want me now you're gonna put me on the street? Well, I've been advocating for people who are on the street. Derek Draper for one. You're gonna put me on the street. And you're gonna do whatever. And you're giving me a bill for 60,000. And I can go to prison. So you're gonna evict me, send me to prison, then what? And my family? How do I say? Family sit one side and is allowing this to happen to me. So I will talk. I will finish this. I haven't eaten. It's gone. How much o'clock? So it will be days again before, probably before. I'm doing court again on the 28th. Yes, probably I won't eat again until then. That's how I'm living. A person with diabetes and whatever. I think of them as feed. How do I say I feel about police? It's my genuine feeling the way police treated me. So if I feel that they're pedophile, rapists, and murderers, there are police who are pedophiles, there are police who are rapists, there are police who are murderers. Wherever I see police, I think of them as pedophiles and rapists and I can't express my own thoughts how I feel. But go and look and listen to me and police interacting and engaging. I begged the police. I begged at the launch of a new Med for London. I said, please let me volunteer to help bring back the trust. And I'm threatened here on video. We find the evidence. I used to get all whatever. I'm blacked out. As soon as I'm getting a voice, I'm blacked out. I used to have YouTube sending me, oh, people are concerned about this. Who has referred me? When I got called by the social whatever, whatever. I was so glad that somebody's taking an interest in what is happening to me. Only for I Phil Gregory to come on board. And I must accept Phil Gregory lies. And I'm on record saying whatever, and everybody is saying this and that. It is better God take me and don't let me stay here and be suffering like this. It is better if God takes me, because I existed all my life till when I reach. I done mental health research. 2 years I'm on the radar CNS. District Judge Beecham is saying, oh, she see me, I had CBT. Oh, yes. So you see that and whatever. So why do you want me to take something that is going to make me incapable of functioning? I have no family here. I have to rely on myself. Eh? And you're going to give me something. So then I'm in your control. Miss Gilchrist admitted that she teach me to communicate with her cat. So if I am saying you have taught me to communicate with your cat, when did the relationship break down? That I see you, I come out of my house and I see you coming out of your car and I greeted you. And that resulted in me having to barricade myself in my house. My brother is on the phone for over an hour before the police came in. I'm barricaded in here. My brother is on the phone. And I asked my brother, I said, can you do something to say you was on the phone? And my brother said, no, he's not doing it because that won't make a difference. So then I have to go back and ask, why does my brother hate me? So while I'm sat here, let me talk and go back and listen to whatever. Let me talk. Yeah? See it here? The radar, whatever. Yeah?
CNS, central nervous.
Yeah? I'm in this. I am in this thingy. King's College, London. See, that's my hands here. You see, using the thingy. And now they want me to take medication to make me unable to function. I wean myself on medication. And now my family has left me. Taking one of God and left me in this situation. Trevor come in here assaulted me. And now I go back. I go back to from childhood. I had my son. My brother Ballis teach me to fight when I'm getting beat upon. And I started defending myself. When this girl used to beat me up, my brother heard about it. And my brother said, if I ever hear that she beat you up again. And I fought for my life that day after her friends gone and we coming in the street. And she never touched me again. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, so if I was feeding my husband and I am doing all these things that you said is whatever, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason. And this is that Beecham is going to say the report that I wrote on the 29th of April about cataloging whatever happened. It's outdated. How can it be outdated? And yet Debbie Gilchrist is going to talk what happened this morning after I'm out there singing and she's up at the window videoing me. So if I'm in here and they provoke me and I video, it's okay. It's not okay. I'm not. But I can be out there in the garden singing because I have somewhere to go. I have a reason to leave my house and she's videoing me. I'm in my garden, she's videoing. Why are you videoing me? She wanted for her defense. And when I do the same for my defense, because I have no camera to see who is kicking my door, the BT engineer said whoever is kicking your door has to be captured on the camera. So whenever anything happens, I make sure whoever is coming out there, I capture them at my window. And I'm not supposed to do that. But they can do anything to me. I try to feed you, you must at least take a few little something. Here is me. Going, okay? So they only go and pick out the bad things. So yes, I swear. But I swear because I don't want to take the car bar and do whatever. I think about it. And I said, no, I won't do it. Yeah? I'm in court today. Me alone. I come out of the court and I went outside beside it and I sat down because I felt like Daniel in the lion's den. And Miss Grace, they went out for break and come back. And she come and stood out there, looked for about 5 minutes, just staring at me because she expected me to react because I'm in court. Can you not see what I'm saying? I'm in court. You go where you're going, you come back, and you come back. You stood there about 5 minutes just staring at me. Yeah? So now I'm in court now. So she want to show them who I am. So I was to react. And when I didn't react, she just went away. You see what I'm saying? Because they're stacked against me. Keep you going, okay? Alright, don't worry yourself. Me I try to feed you, you must at least take a few little something to keep you going, okay? Alright, don't worry yourself. He's dead and gone now. So I'm left. I'm left in this situation. I'm left why nobody, when my complaints reach to stage 2. And then whatever they take my things off the customer panel. Everybody I see on here, I've been to them. I've been to Auntie Jane. I support Kagan. I have been to all Oxford, Dunil, Mokaji. Now nobody. Today I sat in court by myself. Yeah. When I have some, they lock me down. So they lock me down. So I can't, they lock me out. I'm restricted. So everywhere you go, I'm restricted. I'm here alone. Who is it? Sorry? Who is it? Which Debbie? Sorry? Why are you knocking my door? Sorry? Because I've had a hard day. We who? Sorry? That what? Sorry? Debbie, I don't understand. Sorry? You're not going to stop what? What are you saying? You're not going to stop? What are you not going to stop, Debbie? What are you not going to stop, Debbie? Am I shouting, Debbie? What am I shouting, Debbie? Why did you come and knock my door, Debbie? Wait, before you ask the question, before you ask the question, don't. Okay. Debbie, you come and you knock my door. You said both of us have had a hard day. Yeah, okay. So I don't know how hard your day has been. Sorry? Okay. 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 So Debbie, I am listening, darling. I am listening. That's why I come to find out. Did I ask who is knocking? Sorry? Don't you video me, Debbie? When I was in the garden this morning, did you not don't you video me from the back garden and everything? Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. I am what? I am fantastic. But Debbie, but Debbie is reciprocal. You don't care for me? Did you just say you don't care for me? No, I'm talking to you, Debbie. I took other Debbie on. Did you do anything to me? But Debbie, who took me to court? Okay, go ahead. Debbie, you know the door has been kicked. Yes, Debbie, the door has been kicked. You kick my door every morning, you're going out, and then your partners. It didn't bother me when your partner started it. Yes, Debbie. It wasn't kicked down. My door has been kicked several times. Anytime I reported it. Sorry? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless. This woman's conscience is on her. This woman's conscience is on her. This woman's conscience is on her, and I'm sure this has to be used in whatever. This woman's conscience is on her. Yeah? That was Debbie knocking my door. I didn't hear anybody come in. I am still not going to open my door to her because my son was on the phone when she came in and started carrying on. And she, door talking, yeah? And then she came back and she said, I must open the door so she can murder me. So they say I commit suicide. And then she's come around the window and carrying on. I know something is wrong with Debbie. And whatever is happening, I'm getting, that's why I need my phone. Whatever is happening, yeah, she admitted today she teach me to talk to her cat. She admitted in court. I hope you could have heard the conversation from there. I don't know, but this has to be used. Because I'm telling the world, Debbie is not a bad person. Or was not a bad person. But she's in denial with whatever it is. So I'm going to listen to this because my head is hurting me. You're not going to stop what? Why you saying you're not going to stop? What are you not going to stop, Debbie? What are you not going to stop, Debbie? Am I shouting, Debbie? What am I shouting, Debbie? Why did you come and knock my door, Debbie? She has problem because I asked question in court. Why didn't she ask me the question in court? Before you ask the question, don't. Okay. Debbie, you come and you knock my door. You said both of us have had a hard day. Yeah, okay. So I don't know how hard your day has been. Sorry? Okay. 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 So Debbie, I am listening, darling. listening. That's why I come to find out. Did I ask who is knocking? I didn't ignore the knock. Did I ignore the knock? I didn't hear anybody coming. You video me, Debbie. When I was in the garden this morning, did you not? Don't you video me from the back garden and everything? Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. I am what? I am fantastic. But Debbie is reciprocal. You don't care for me? Did you just say you don't care for me? No, I'm talking to you, Debbie. This. Okay. I took other Debbie on. Did you do anything to me? But Debbie, who took me to court? Okay, go ahead. Debbie, you know the door has been kicked. Yes, Debbie, the door has been kicked. You kick my door every morning, you're going out, and then your partners. It didn't bother me when your partner started it. Yes, Debbie. It wasn't kicked down. My door has been kicked several times. Anytime I reported it. Sorry? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless. Maybe she's had a drink. She sounds like she's been on the drink. This woman's conscience is on her. This woman sounds like she's been on the drink since she came home. This woman's conscience is on her, and I'm sure this has to be used in whatever. This woman's conscience is on her. I guess what she's talking about is the fact that I told the court that I was told by Debbie that she has a criminal record. So she had to admit. Yeah? That must be the only thing. Because she's saying I took Debbie on. Yeah? Anthony, can you please call me ASAP? Please. Something has come up. A neighbor just came to knock my door. So I need you to get this because this is crucial. Does anybody see what I'm dealing with? Does anybody see what I'm dealing with? There are days I come in here, I barricade myself in here. I don't open my window. I don't open my curtain. And as soon as I open the curtain, it's problem. So they expect me to live in here and a prison. I pick up now where, yeah. So all the gardening and stuff that I was doing, even these videos that I have taking care of my husband, and that doesn't count for nothing. It's God sent her to come. I'm sure. But how? There's nothing they go and take the videos where I'm swearing. Because you upset me, you pushed me. That's why she come today. Because she expected when she came and stood out in the corridor and sat near the lift for 5 minutes, I was going to say something. Because what did they do? After court, Trina Filbert. So they established in court that she was pregnant, and then after court, she left court before me, but she made sure to delay, to provoke me. So I said to her, yes, which I said, I ain't saying I didn't say it. I hope she miscarried or that child come and look like me. They said things that I didn't say. I do it to make it spicier. But did they know my situation? I got pregnant and I saw my son's father 2 times until my son was born. You know, the second time I got pregnant. Only this time it was different. But my son's father was away. I think it was Grenada, Maurice Bishop. He was in the army. So didn't have both of my pregnancy. I never had that support. Plus, traumatized. Looking after my granny, looking after my father. So mom can go out to work. May I try to feed you? You must at least take a few little something to keep you going, okay? All right. Don't worry yourself. You fear dying? Tom, do you fear dying? Nobody. Do you fear dying? Tom, do you fear dying? You fear dying? Tom, do you fear dying? No. You don't fear dying? Okay, that's good. The help I need must come now. Not a referral to quite wherever. The help I need must come now. The help I need must come now. Not a referral to quite wherever. Or GP, I need it now. Say me I do. Say me I do.
Greetings.
Yes, boss.
Hello?
Yeah, may I say yes. May have one, may make one video just now. I made a video just now. I'm gonna need some help to be able to use it to tell what is happening to me. So I don't know if you can help me.
When?
No, it's not tonight. As soon as possible because I have to go back to court on the 28th. So if I could get it sorted, because I need to use this as evidence for what's happening to me. Because my neighbor just come and knock my door. I think she's drunk. Yeah. So me, I have to come out tomorrow. You can help me put it together. I have thing on my thingy to cut, whatever to make it.
Tomorrow, let me tell you something. Tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday, I have some book out.
Okay.
Definitely, I will not be around Tuesday and Thursday because of circumstances.
Okay.
Yes. So, we can work on other days instead of that one.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yes. You know, just know your call.
Say me I do. Okay. Me I go do them one, but Beverly Myers. I mean, I listen to me thing.
No,
me listen to me thing. No
me
worry.
out of doing the cool. Me out of doing the front of the cool, man. All right, now you're.
Okay.
Beverly Myers is trying to arrange.
Listen to me. I'm not going to stay in the cool listening to you when we're out of.
No, I just call you to find out something, so I'm gonna hang up now. So I'm not. I said what I need to say.
Okay, but because I'm outside in the cold, you right? Can you hear?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Yes.
All right. So I can't stop the water to stand up to the cold and chat.
No, I finished talk already. I was asking you to do me a favor. You said your book out until when? So there's no need for me to continue the conversation.
No, I don't just have no book out to it. I just tell you the 2 days.
Yes, but it's the same. It's no different.
But you know, there's a possibility in the evening after 6, 7. But in the day, all of those days I'm booked out for some appointments.
But it's not a problem. You know, I have time on my hands. So if you're booked out in the day, I can always come in the evening.
Good. So that's the best spot call first.
No, I would never just turn up on your door and don't call.
You can. You get the opportunity and you have I love you. But saving you from wasting your time on the journey and I'm not here, it is just wise to give a call first. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. All right. So, I'm running out of the code for the straight answer. So, we give you a scene. So, I'm going back outside now, yeah?
Okay.
All right, let's listen.
This is the problem I have with people. I haven't heard from Lloyd, and I'm not calling him. Whatever he has, let it be. This is the problem I have with people. I call Birdlegs. He have facility that he can do certain things. Yes? And I captured this video, and it would be great if I could get it ready so they have access before Thursday. I'm due in court for Thursday. Yeah? I'm called, you hear what I'm saying? He told me the information already. I get it in court today again. I went into the court, I take my glass out, I'm looking for where the floor, whatever. Somebody think it's necessary. No, I took my thingy in. Man is gonna tell me I can leave it down there, and if I want it, then I come back down and get it. And I'm thinking, what am I hearing here? Am I gonna leave my thingy with you? And if I want it, I come back down and get it? This is a black man tell me fuck me. I am looking for my case or whatever. I've already find it. I have to take my glass. I don't see a thing without glasses, people. So even now this not working, my fingerprint is not working, so I think I put on the weight, so whatever. And the woman come on, oh, I've already seen it. I'm on first floor in courtroom 9. And I get treated like this, and first time I would let it annoy me. I realize I don't need to let these things bother me anymore. I'm in court. District Judge Beecham is treating me the same way. Already, do you want, I said at this stage, do you want a pen? I said it makes no sense me having a pen because I'm not able to write. I even have a medical report that says affects writing. Oh, I'm just in case you need to write. I'm just fucking told you that I can't write. What the fuck more you want me to say? These are the things that used to irritate me, but I would never go in court or whatever. Now I can let it out here. Yeah? The same thing the barrister is questioning me, and I said, please don't rush me. These are reasonable. That's why I have a fucking equality act, whatever. I cannot fucking write under certain circumstances if my life depends on. I cannot even fucking sign my name under certain circumstances if my life depends on it. So that's why sometimes I'm not lazy, but if you understand what I'm saying, I tell people under certain circumstances, I will be wandering around in circle and I just need to turn here and I can't find it. It's part of whatever. And fucking them don't understand what I mean. Oh, I must explain. What do you mean? And I'm thinking, fucking hell. And you're a fucking barrister. You're a fucking judge. And you had to get an fucking equality assessor who, because of family circumstances, couldn't, so I'm there delayed. And I haven't eaten for morning, not even cold water. Me not drink the water, I brush my teeth. And you don't understand this situation when I feel like there's a pain going right down, all the way down into my leg, to my ankle. And I'm scared, am I going to have a stroke or something? And it's those little things that get on my, and first time I used to fucking blast. But now where do I come and blast fucking here? I understand children with disabilities. Sometimes when I'm trying to stop the shake, so I'm clutching whatever, it's seen as something. Sometimes I'm saying, there's no speak. So some of the time when they say I'm not fucking shouting. They have no reason to be fucking shouting. They don't come up on this one yet. Okay. Anthony, I just send a video to you on my other phone. What can we do with that when you listen to it? I'm sure we can do so. I think she's drunk.
You know what? You know what?
Mm-hmm. Have you listened? Have you
What I
listened to
hear on
it?
the yeah,
Mm-hmm.
from what I hear on it, if you talk to her nice, she will befriend you again.
Right at this minute or whatever. My problem is not with friend. My problem is proving that the housing association coerced her to do where we're at. And I try to get that out in court.
You will never prove that.
So what are you saying? I'm supposed to let them evict me and imprison me because of what I know happened?
No, it's not about that. You know, even when you give the evidence, they're not listening to it. You understand? You just have to. She's talking to you. From what I hear on her, what she's saying, she's scared.
So, but if she is scared because she said, oh, what we've been through and whatever, and I'm trying to talk to her because I explained in court, if somebody can teach you to talk to their, communicate with their cat, so that means she's scared, but how is that going to benefit me? I never had any problem with Debbie because I always said she needs help. That's clear.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying right now in this moment, don't escalate anything.
I am not escalating anything. How can we use this?
I'm just saying. I'm saying what's in my mind. Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't. You just. We just have a few things that we're gonna do, and we concentrate and do to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
is there no way this can be used?
Not if nobody gonna listen to it. You know, let's say prove something. The problem is, Marvelly, they don't have no injunction. That is the real problem.
Okay.
You understand? So it doesn't matter how much. It's almost like when you start discussing these things with them, it's like you're accepting that there's a real case. You understand?
Okay.
She come there. I believe she's stressed up because things didn't go how they expect. Didn't go so smooth.
I think she's drunk.
Maybe she's drunk, but sometimes when people are drunk, they express themselves more honest. So I don't know. I wouldn't put too much into it. She's talking to you. She's knocking your door.
But she's also denying that my door has ever been kicked.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. All she's saying is she didn't kick the door.
Okay.
Because if she didn't kick the door, somebody else might have kicked it. I don't know.
Anthony, she used to kick the door every morning she's going out. Wait, listen. That didn't bother me is when her partner started kicking the door.
I know, Marvelly, but unless you have a video of the partner kicking the door, nobody's going to believe you.
Okay.
Or they will deny. They will say you're just imagining.
Okay.
That's why I told you put the doorbell. They put the door camera, you put one. Then you see who is doing what. But you're saying your door is kicked, you video it, you make after banging, whatever. But sometimes in life you have to have clear evidence. The police did not take the camera from the passageway. They did not take Debbie Gilchrist camera. But
before you go any further, I will be in here, not say I'm doing a live, like how we were doing whatever. Yeah. And it can be heard by people who are on the live, hear the door kick. Yes?
I understand, but it doesn't say Debbie Gilchrist is kicking your door.
But it has got to be somebody who is inside here. So it's either her or her partner.
It could be anybody.
No, Anthony. Nobody has access to this place more than me and them and whoever they give key.
That's not proof.
Okay, all right.
Proof is when I see you doing something.
Okay.
Because you can't just say it's her because there's a banging. 99% it's her, yeah? But not 100.
Okay.
You understand?
All I'm saying, she just said that
Uh-huh.
nobody has ever kicked my door, and I know my door has been kicked. Although they're saying things in my head and I'm making up, there are times my door has been kicked, and it can be heard sometimes on live.
No,
So,
I believe she's kicking your door and her partner, but when it comes to proof that a jury can convict somebody and send them to jail, you need strong proof.
okay.
Just because we hear a banging or the door is being kicked, it doesn't prove it's her.
Okay. So when I hear my door kicked and I stand at my window and record whoever is going through the door, the other door, it doesn't have any say
It
either.
doesn't, no, it doesn't prove that that person kicked your door.
Okay.
They were just in that area, that place. Somebody else could have been there behind where your camera can't see.
Okay.
I mean, it's a high probability, but proof is a different thing. You understand?
Okay.
That's
The
why I
issue
like to
the
work with-
issue right now is not for me is not so much about the kicking of the door. It's what has been said. So I just leave it. So
Okay, she come there tonight, whether she's drunk, whatever, but something she's not comfortable. Yeah? So she's